once again back on ttalk Ekun Soch ki train of thoughts. With a series of an episode with Professor Vijay Kant Verma, Chancellor of Dr.CV Raman University, Patna and Bihar, and also is heading the core research and innovations group of an ISAC group of universities, which are the 5 universities which are there. So excellent insight what we are getting through the experience and the exposure of Professor Vijay Kant Verma. So welcome to another episode. Thanks for spending valuable time. So what is your philosophy on leadership? How do you describe leadership as such?
On leadership, I think if you see the kind of publications we have on leadership, in 2016-17, we had something about 2,500 publication on leadership.
Oh, I see.
But if you look at 2021-22, it has already crossed 1 lakh articles on leadership.
Ah, okay.
So leadership, at times, I feel that it's like elephant with blind man looking at different places and interpreting in their own ways. There are so many books, so many leadership styles, types, philosophy. But I feel it's like it depends. Leadership should depend on situations and positions.
I see.
So everywhere it has to. You can't have a rigid leadership style. That may not be good in an organization, and especially in education. Education is a area where leadership is not like management. It's a combination of leader and manager. That's how it works. And in education, I think what you need, education field, the leadership should stem not from the authority, but it should stem from the moral authority and not from the position. So there are 2 ways a leadership can come up. One is by position and power. If you are Vice Chancellor, you have to be leader based on your position and power. Another leadership comes up because of contribution and character. So this is the leadership which is important in education, because in education it is not only one leader. Actually, everybody is a leader. If it is a class, the mentor is the leader for them. Even a guide is a leader for the group of people under him. A HOD is a leader for the people placed under him. So it's a leadership is by contribution and by the character of the person, not by position. So I feel the trim tab leadership is what is required in education setup. Trim tab leadership, what I mean is in aircraft or in big ship, the radar is there which moves the direction and takes it. But radar is a big surface. So radar is moved by small trim tabs which are at the end.
Correct.
That makes the difference in direction. So I think each in education sector should take a role of trim tab.
I see.
Being wherever they are, they should contribute to make the difference. The leader is not for authority, but leader is there to bring the change, take the direction, do the correction,
Mhm.
motivation, and all those functions they do. Only the difference is they should do it not by position or authority.
Mhm.
They should do it by their contribution
Yeah.
and their moral authority. So, if you look at leadership in education, it is different from manager's leadership, because manager is getting the work done by others.
Mhm.
Here in education, leadership is your journey from I to we.
Mhm.
The moment you are at the same time leader, but at the same time part of the team
What is that?
and contributing,
Correct. Correct.
that makes the difference in leadership.
I see. I think no doubt great insights in terms of your experience in the corporate level and into the education also. So we have seen the kind of initiatives what you have taken while being a part of an Vilay steel plant, and also while being part of an Indian Air Force, and also shifting the gear to an education. Was there any time when you wanted to give it up? And if yes, then how you have overcome that?
Actually, I normally don't give up. My father was a fighter. I told he was shifting place to place.
Mhm.
He used to tell me two things. He used to tell two things to all 8 children in the house. We were 8 brothers, sisters, and 2, 3 adopted people. So he used to always say that you should do 2 things when you are doing anything. You should consider that you should always think that things could have been worse.
Mhm.
And that should give you positivity. So don't give up positivity. Like my mother told me that don't give up learning. Every time you should keep learning.
Mhm.
So my father told me that you shouldn't give up. At times he said, I also feel very angry that I'm right, but I'm being transferred
Mhm.
just to save those embarrassment of superior. They transfer me. So I used to feel that I should resign or things like that. But then he said, I always thought things could have been worse. And that's how this philosophy I also kept. At times you are depressed, but you shouldn't give up. So in that, probably your routine in education should make difference, because routine of a education person should have, as I told you, should have component of all 4 things.
Yeah.
So if you have component of all 4 things in your routine, some feed to your heart, some feed to your soul, some feed to your body, some feed to your mind, then I think you can overcome. But positivity has to be maintained, and every day you, in the night, one should think of what positive he has done, and what were dull moments and how to overcome it. So then I think that's how I have progressed, and though there were some moments of I would say sadness or moments of giving up, but then I think I have overcome them with the training I have got in my family and in during the career, whatever.
And the same you have been practicing till now, like. Great. I think it was a great insights what we got in terms of leadership aspects about the qualities of leaders and who the leaders are, what leadership should do, and also in the process, like we came to know, like normally if there is a downfall to a certain extent, then how we overcome those kind of problems which are there, which I think was narrated in a real simple way for ttalk audience to understand on this. It was a great, interesting insights what we got from Professor Vijay Kant Verma in terms of leadership aspects. Maybe with his experience of the corporate and twin academia, it was well described leadership style under certain circumstances. And also basically also we have asked in terms of was there any time when he wanted to give up. I think he never wanted to give up. Like always he accepts the challenges and all, and find a way out how to cope up with the things. I think it's an interesting conversation what we are having with Professor Vijay Kant Verma, Chancellor of Dr.CV Raman University. I'm sure catch up with Professor Vijay Kant Verma on ttalk Soch on our next episode. Till then, just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. So thank you very much.